Hey guys, what's going on? So the boxing speed bag, right? It's been part of, boxers, fighters have been using this as part of their training regimen for well over a century now. And why do they do that? Well, obviously, fighters have to develop a sense of timing, rhythm, hand-eye coordination. Doing an exercise like this is going to also train them, help them to keep their hands up. And if any of you guys are fight fans, you've ever watched boxing or any type of fighting, you know that when a guy drops his hands, uh, things usually kind of don't go well for him. So, for the everyday guy like you and I, who maybe just wants to add it to our training regimen on some level, it's a great cardio slash endurance workout. Um, Helps build up your shoulders. Uh, and one thing that I like about it, it's a great stress reliever. You could pop in the headphones, listen to something, whatever, and just start banging away. And, you know, it's a good way to relieve a little stress. But all in all, a great workout. So if you have one at a gym or you're thinking about getting one at home, I would highly suggest it. It's definitely a learnable skill. It's one of those things, and I'm not saying this because, I actually do it, but it's very learnable. It looks way harder than it is. And with a little bit of practice, like any other skill, a little bit of patience, you're going to get it down. You'll have the rhythm going. And like I said, it's a lot of fun to do. So when we talk about the bag itself, generally speaking, you'll find that there's three sizes. So the one I have hung up here on a swivel would be considered like a medium-sized bag. Obviously, this is the smaller bag. Sometimes they'll refer to it as a peanut bag. And then there's going to be one that's a little larger. Um, so when you hook it up, the actual height of the bag, generally speaking, you want it to be, right here around nose, mouth, chin level, give or take. You don't want it to be too high, above your head or where it would be hanging down below your chin. I find that right in this area here, like in the middle of your face, pretty much does the trick. So um, as far as what bag, when you're first learning, the larger the bag, the harder it is to hit, meaning you have to put more force behind it to keep the bag going. And when you're first learning, that could be a good thing because number one, you have more real estate, right? So you have a bigger target to hit when you're trying to hit the bag and trying to get the rhythm down. That being said, you can learn on any size bag, but when you hit the smaller one, it's going to react a lot faster. So you're going to have to really slow your roll on it and take your time. But if you have your druthers, if you have a choice, you would want to learn on the bigger bag and then work your way down. Now, as far as actually striking the bag itself, actually hitting the bag, you want to keep a nice tight fist. You never want to hit the bag with a loose fist or an open hand. So you want to keep your fist clenched nice and tight, and you're always going to try and strike the bag with this meaty part of your hand, right on the end here. You don't want to catch it with the knuckle or up higher near the wrist or anything like that. This is our sweet spot right here, that fatty part of the hand. And then you always want to strike the bag at the meatiest part of the bag or center mass, like right here in the center of it. Um, and when we do that, you'll see that we can get a nice rhythm going, and the bag's going to stay relatively straight. It's going to go back and forth and stay in line. If you happen to catch it off on the side, the bag's going to go every which way. If you catch it low, you're going to hear the rattle in the swivel. So basically, you're going to know that you're hitting it right. I mean, obviously, if it's coming back to you and it's staying in a straight line, you'll also hear it. It'll just be like a solid sound when you do hit it right. Okay, so that's it. You want nice, nice strong fist. You're going to hit it on that fat part of the hand, and you're going to aim for center mass on the bag. Now, you want to get started. Let's assume you've either never hit a bag before or you've done it before and you just can't figure it out. What you don't want to do is walk right up to the bag and think you're just going to start rattling off, at a high speed and just hitting the bag back and forth and it's going to work. It's not. Like I said earlier, it is a learnable skill, but we have to go systematically. Okay, we're going to start from the bottom. I would suggest you start with one hand first, okay? Now, the rhythm of the bag is always going to be a 1-2-3 rhythm, meaning I'm going to hit the bag once here. We'll start here. I'll hit the bag. It's going to 1, hit the back of the platform, 2 the front, 3 hit the back, and then I'm going to hit it before it comes forward again, okay? So it's always going to be hand strike, 1, 2, 3, hand strike, okay? No matter how slow or fast I hit the bag, it's always going to be hand strike, 1, 2, 3, okay? So again, when we're starting off, we want to go slow and we want to hit the bag softly, okay? Just to get that 1, 2, 3. And once we learn that, we're going to start picking up speed with it. All right, so again, nice tight fist. I'm aiming for center mass on the bag. I want to keep, again, I'm going to start with just hitting the bag with one hand. It'll probably be better to keep both hands up at the ready. You don't have to. You could drop the other one because we're not going to really be using it right now. But when I do hit the bag, I'm not going to strike the bag and drop my hand, okay? Because that's not going to give me time to raise my hand back up again to be in position to hit the bag. So it's going to be more like a rolling motion, and I'm going to come slightly down on the bag when I strike it. And I'm just going to come back around each time and try and hit the bag pretty much in the same spot to keep it going. So we'll see if we could do that. So again, hit it nice and lightly, just enough to get that 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to strike it again before number 4, before it can hit the front of the bag for a 4th strike. All right, so here we go. Let's try it out. We're going to go nice and slow. Okay, so you can see there, it's hit the bag, 1, 2, 3. Now, that's what you're going to do. That's it. If you could do that, you're well on your way, okay? So I'm going to do that for a while, and I promise you, once you do that, and you get a little rhythm going, then you're going to hit it a little bit harder each time, and it's going to speed the bag up, okay? And eventually, you know, it's not going to take too long if you keep doing it the right way. You're going to be able to pick up a little bit of speed with it. Now, once you get comfortable with the one hand, where you could get a good rhythm going, you know, for a few seconds at a time, you're not going to automatically just add in the other hand and try and go to town. All we're going to do is the exact same thing with the other hand, right? So I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to start nice and slow, hit it lightly, just to get the rhythm going, right? Once I do that, I'm going to start speeding up. Okay? So now we're well on our way again. Once we could do it single-handedly, fluent, and we're fluent on each side, we have a fluid motion going on each side. Now we're going to start in our position, both hands raised up, and I'm going to start with one hand, and I'll pick a number. Let's just say 10 strikes. So what I'm going to do is I'll start off with one hand, and then I'll switch. And then I'll switch back. Okay, so it's going to be 10, 10, 10. That'll be my number. Now, when I get very comfortable doing that, I'll just progressively work my way down. I may go from 10 to 7 or 8, right? So let's say I'm going to do 7 now. I'm real comfortable doing 10, switching to the other hand and getting 10. Now, and then I'll switch it up. And I might, you know, I'll do, let's say in this case, 7. I guess you get the idea. We're going to work progressively down to maybe 3. And again, I don't want to hit it too hard. I want to keep the speed down a little bit until I'm really comfortable. And then eventually 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1, 1. And then the speed's going to come, okay? So that's the way I learned on it. That's the way I did it. And honestly, it didn't take too long. If you just take your time, don't rush it. Again, you're not going to walk right in and just start banging away at the bag. One hand at a time, nice and slow. Keep that 1, 2, 3, and I think you'll be well on your way. And I think it's a really good thing, a really good thing to add to your workouts if you have it available. All right, so let me know what you think in the comments. Always appreciate you guys watching. Everybody get your reps in. Start hitting that bag. and I will talk to you in the next one. Thanks, guys.